Yes.
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 Yes. All right. I think we got everything ready to go. Let's go already. Yo, what's up, everybody? I could probably change the project to have current projects right now in the thing over there at the top, you know, because it's kind of like kind of weird that that's a previous project. Maybe basically have the same thing now, but with multiplayer.
Nah, just
Anyway.
show off the previous one until you got the game finished.
Thanks. What we're gonna do now is that we will actually vibe code, I think, this part, because it will be so much easier to... Where do I have the thing? Here.
Vibe coding? Oh hell no.
But I'm thinking like, okay, we do the entity structure, which will have...
Yeah, nah, bro, it's gonna end up so badly, I believe it.
Okay, entity ID, right?
Don't even have an ID though, isn't that just index in an array?
No, it's the literal I... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why even have an ID inside of the structure when the index is good enough? Kind of. Is it?
I mean, I guess it's still nice though, or something.
No, but we need a separate mapping, you know, so that we can have IDs like this that access. So we don't
Too
get...
bad I didn't ask.
Because if we remove one, we don't wanna have... Because then... Yeah.
I don't remember asking.
Damn.
Yep.
Good.
Pretty tough.
Pretty rough, buddy. Okay,
Tough.
but then... okay.
Tough.
Mhm.
Looking so tough.
I am tough.
It's the toughest of them all.
Yes, very much. But I'm thinking that if we do... Yeah, so... I think this is probably like a good idea still. So we do a structure that contains... Well, yeah, we'll need the flags. But I'm wondering still about this entity ID. Is that really necessary to keep? Isn't... Yes. Okay, let's say if I go like this, and then I go create an entity. Now, it makes sense that this is 0, 1, and 2, 3. But now let's say if I delete this one, I cannot... Then if I keep it like the queue, like that just swaps basically the order of them. This one should still be ID number 3 and not ID number 2. Because otherwise I will fuck things up. I cannot just swap them arbitrarily like that. So what will
You
happen?
can though.
No, because then the whole system needs to get aware about that.
No, you can.
No,
I believe in you.
Brother. Brother. Because
Yes.
then the clients need to tell the server that, by the way, I swapped this, and now all other clients also need to get updated if one client changes, and then it will just get cascade to like it will escalate, but exponentially get worse.
I don't remember asking.
Well, what the fuck? Why you kind of did? Okay.
No, I said I don't remember.
Ah, that's true. My bad.
Yeah.
How the fuck do I get the eraser? I'm pretty sure I'm clicking the eraser. Okay.
A razor? Yeah, you buy it at the store.
Yeah. Okay, but how if we change the approach to be there's the map with and then when you create
When you create
an entity, the entity...
the entity, yes.
I'm trying to think like how should I actually make this so it makes sense. Because you don't wanna have like if you create 100 entities, you kind of want to have like this queue kind of thing, right? where you just swap, when you delete an entity, you swap it with the last one, so you always can append to the end, right?
Append to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Nice song there.
Thanks.
Yes.
So, meaning that we need some form of mapping, but I'm thinking like, who should own this mapping? And how should it work?
Your mother.
So if I create one entity, well, I can still just say that it's 1 or 0. No, I cannot. Because when I ask, then can I get 0 from the index, and then if I have 1, 1, 2, 2, and then 3, 3, and then if I go now that the number 2 dies or gets removed, so this is the actual, then how 2 is gone, but how does this update happen that it knows that this is referring to? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, how am I thinking this right now? Where does this thing live? How does it work? I was thinking of just using a raw, but I cannot really do that. Let me redo this. Wait, I'm gonna do it.
Using a raw?
Yeah.
What do you mean, bro?
Raw. Rar.
It's raw.
It's raw. Let me see. What if... So normally when you create, you would just have the array like this. You just... Actually the server, so you still have the mapping there, but let's just think of... This is just the server, that I'm not even thinking about the client right now. Just the server. The server gets to create enemies, let's say, and a player, so it gets 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then when it creates them, it returns these integers back, and the client understands that I'm, for example, client my ID 2 on the server, and then when client 2 sends back that I would like to move, it goes here at access index 2, but if I did this, okay, wait, that doesn't really make, okay, let's say it was number 3, boom. So now, if any of these have died, number 3 will now be swapped with any of these ones, and that's a problem. Because then I cannot use raw ID
It's raw.
Raw ID accessors, that won't work. But what I can do is that I could have created them also 0, 1, 2, and 3, like key mapping, and then mapping it would have said that I'm 3. And then when I removed this one, for example, so normally what would happen is that it will take this and it will swap it like this. And then at the same time, this used to be the mapping, right? It used to be like this. But now this one got removed, so we'll remove that entry. And then what we'll do is that we will map 3, well now this is awkward, but I will do it like that, to index 2, or 1 is that. That could work. And then when I add 1 back, hello penguin operator, it will be mapped to this one. So you would have still some kind of mapping, and it could work. I wonder if this is already like such a common thing that I'm actually just trying to redo something. Let's see. I'm actually gonna ask even for that. Let's take it here and let's see. Move away from my ECS. Let's see. Just use a Is it called megastruct? I think it's called megastruct. With
Yes.
big fields and data. Now,
Are you gonna make it to it for you or what?
I'm wondering how I should solve this problem that when you remove entities from the array, that you can still map them with the same ID.
Yeah, I have a queue, bro. Like my UCS had, you know, it's very simple. You have a queue, right? And then you just get the previous indexes that are
Yeah, but that's the
not used.
problem, you see, because then when you try to access the latest ID, it's not the same ID anymore, and then it's a problem.
Well, maybe you should just store pointers. Because that will help. No, but you can have like I don't know really. You could have like a structure that includes like some stuff that tells you like which generation it is, and then every entity can store that.
What do you mean by just like a generation of creation, or?
Like every time the ID or index is like reused, the generation goes up. Right?
Yes, but how does that help me to identify the right? Let's say I do this, right? I go 0, 1, 2, and 3. Hello, Kyle.
Yeah, doesn't matter. What you would have is that you would like have like a get function, right? And then you would pass in an index and a generation, right? And then if it doesn't find that one, it will return none.
But that's not valid because my entity can still exist, but it just got moved to another ID, another index. And then it will say that it doesn't exist, so that's a problem also. Did relocate a new? Yeah, I have moved.
Wait, you could use std array hash map, I think.
Array
I think
hash.
that would be pretty good.
Array hash map,
Yes.
but how? Oh no, wait.
It's like it's an array, but you can index things with like hash maps. Like you can.
Yeah, wait.
It's kind of like a hash map and an array at the same time. You can look at it's std array hash map. It's like lowercase and then dot and then custom you do.
Yeah, because then you get that you can still hash it. You can like just access it with.
And it's also very easy to like iterate over because you can do like dot values and dot keys and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's actually that's just that's perfect. And then I could always just increment the ID if I use U32. So probably it's quite impossible for me to reach such a huge amount of spawn in one iteration.
Yeah, but it also makes. I'm thinking also that then you, instead of actually storing the index to entities, right, you just store like an ID, like a UUID, right?
Yeah.
And then you can index things, and that just is way better, you know.
Well, I think I can just still store like a U32 and just increment it from 0 and go up.
Yeah, like when creating stuff, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think like you should have it as like you index things, right? You like get it via the hash. Yeah, but you get it.
Yeah. Of course, could change it to UID as well, but I think U32 is good enough for now. Yeah, that could work. That would be perfect, actually. Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking something so complicated. Okay, so we'll go with an array hash map. Yeah. Mao. Okay.
Mao? Mao
Okay.
Zedong?
Okay, and then in here, do we need to store the ID? If you do just access it still with the...
Nah, I don't think you would, because I think like you would have access to it already, like when getting it anyways.
Yeah, it's already stored in itself there. And then, yeah, then we just put the transform there and then all of the other things, and then we have just bit flags for this. And the thing is, which I was talking with Hans about, why not just make all of these optionals, you know, like why not just that? But okay, there's plenty of reasons to have the bit field, because now we can do a multiple like bit flag. You can, you know, mask easily and see, do I have all of the components?
Yeah, about optionals, they are not just 0, they are union, so they actually make things bigger.
Yeah.
So now use flags.
Okay.
Either like you call it flags or like info. Probably flags.
Yeah.
I don't know.
entity flags, I think it's pretty good. Alright. But we're gonna clod this thing. I think. Well, I guess we can do the initial start without it, but then I'm gonna plot it to replace all of the code
Well,
base.
just redo the entire project. I'm not gonna lie.
Not happening. But it basically would just replace this. Is it the whole world? That would be... Well, we still need the mutex, I guess, but I think this is what will change, right? Let's see, we can do this, and then we can go through plot here. Say, oops. Because now it will have reference to the whole code base, and it will be able to apply all of the changes in every spot where I add an entity, so I don't have to do that manually. Let's see. Hey, been using ECS. This. Okay, well, ECS. This was the setup. I think it can figure out from there what it means. Like to just basic entity structure with the data and a entity flags field. Store them in a array hash. Wait, array hash map, yeah. Which array hash map accessible with true and u32 increases each time an entity is created. Now and let's quickly do its log or space. I'm just gonna check it. Yeah. Before I touch anything, I need to understand this. Yes. But I'm thinking that would be pretty ideal. There's a few problems but I think those I can easily handle. Because this is actually more primitive approach than the ECS. This is like the biggest problem, I think, the planet. But we'll see. But yeah, so create an array hash map. It will have the entity type, and then the only thing that will be quite problematic is still, I'm thinking about the whole rendering of a mesh or like an actual character, right? Actually, it won't really be a problem because it will be kind of like a loadable asset, a GLTF asset, and that could be on its own a data, maybe. Let's see, what has it figured out? Okay. I have read through the server code Zig's system spawn and network physics. The ECS touches 4 files with 15 calls using spawn entity, put component, add commands to spawn. Here's what I propose before touching, and let me know if this is right. Packed structure, transform collider, input, camera, planet. Yeah, sure, why not? Entity type.
No.
Entity type. Well, I guess that should always be. That doesn't
Doing the
mean...
pad there is useless because you're not specifying it anyways, so you don't have to have pad.
Does it make it a simple 1-bit anyway?
Yes, when you do packed struct.
But yeah. So why then I need to specify it?
You don't no
Oh,
you
the
don't need to do
padding.
like pad.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
you don't need pad when you're not specifying the packing integer. Or like
Ah,
what it actually is.
okay. Well, let's see what it still says here. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it's still going. What the fuck happened? Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. And then the entity structure, the entity flags, transform.
Oh no, it's bad, bro. Why not have a substructure called flag? So it's like entity.flags. Bruh.
Yeah, we can do
What is
that.
this?
Input. Shared net.
Yeah, I think every entity needs this.
Yeah, no, it
Ah,
will.
yes. This is so smart.
This will be there either way. Camera planet. Well, the type should always be on an entity. That shouldn't even have to be like a questionable thing. Let me see. The fuck? And then the world and auto array hash map, utility and an entity. Next index. And then the query replace iterate world queries keys and check flags. Or it's the same as doing bit masking because it would be. I hope it is, but I'm not sure. Be aware, every entity pays the size of every component. Fat rows fine at 100 of entities, bad if they grows to thousands components. For that you're trading scalability for simplicity. Don't know. Collider holds for mesh shapes. Despawning must free those need despawn. Storing IDs inside entity is redundant, which the hashmap key, I'd leave it out and pass ID alongside the pointer. Keep the name easiest on the field or rename to entities. I'd rename, yeah. Rename, let's see, 2 should spawn return ID entity or just entity with readable via field. I return structure ID pointer. Actually, in that case, the ID could exist inside of the entity, because I don't like to return a tuple. Add a ID. Is collider body ID clean up on scope or leave this current physics hold that as is right now? Spawner this one just removes the entity specific for the leaks. Let's don't worry. Pleasures, but let's see. Is this the same as see? For such approach. and then should always be accessible. Should always exist on all. It is no need flag there. Also can move into entity and just like flags. Entity, what the fuck did that type? Did you, yeah, okay, sorry. Good questions, quickly clarification, bit masking before I apply. In Zig, pack struct transferable is bit masking under the hood. He flags files to a bit test, but syntactically it's VLXs, not and pipe, since you want to use C flags U32, which constant. I actually prefer this. This is so much more readable. But we have a slight or readable. I mean, but it is. But now that I wonder, that will just take up a lot of. Now all of this will have that space, won't it? Check if flags and flags or flags transfer is not equal to flags. Set. Let me verify. Yes. Well, when I said clear, I just meant that this it feels like more natural to read once you have been programming also for a while. But I guess could go just for the Zig's way of doing it. It just feels odd because it feels like it's not actually doing bit masking. It feels like it's doing basic Boolean operations instead. But I guess it's fine. Yeah, so we'll store that. We'll store this. I wonder if this could also be kind of like draw renderable. Okay, so it's already doing suggestions, but there's a few things. Wait now. Do the C style. These are the way you will be more pad. Keep the Zig. Keep it true. Actually, would like to see. I haven't yet checked the video he recommended to me, but let's see if I could find the other one again. Nope, I can. Who is this? There. Let's see. Okay, let's see, what are the suggestions now? Yep. That's the entity. That looks pretty good. And then changing it to that. We still need the mutex. Good, it kept the mutex. and then changing that, and then that spawn. ID tries a put. This is pretty good. And let's see, what does it change? So world, planet entity, and then it will just say type is planet, planet size, transform, collider, and then putting the flags to true. This is what I think we could actually know in the spawning. We could change and make it a lot more convenient. I think we could make the spawn actually take in a structure that will have all of this information, and we can just one-line it. We'll see how wrong or right I am with that, but that's my assumption. We'll get rid of the components. And let's see, get rid of that. This is in the spawner. Network pending despawn. Yes. Looks pretty good, pretty good. Looks alright. We'll accept that. This could still work. I think if you get it right on the server, the client can still work with the actual ECS, because this should still have the same behavior. We'll see though how bad this actually performs. We have to check for leaks as well, but let's see. Let's see, debug print. Yeah, you can get rid of all of that. Yes. The client ID, entity command input. Yes. Yes. That's fine. How hard is it to develop a game along an engine? I don't think... I don't know. Like how to answer the question. Hard is such... I don't think it's hard. I think it's pretty fun. Well, right now I'm just vibing this pretty much, but I don't...
Yeah, you were having fun, am I right?
Yeah, we're having so much fun right now. Holy fuck.
Okay, well, I just tell them this. If you want to make a game and a game engine, you should like programming. Otherwise, you're cooked.
No, but the question: how hard is it to develop a game along
Yeah,
an
but
engine?
it's very hard if you do it wrong. And to do it right, you have to love programming, because then it doesn't matter how wrong you do it. You know, like look at Lucas. He spent like I don't know, forever on this little project here, right?
Yeah, I spent pretty much forever on it.
Yes.
Let's see.
But like if you were to do it smartly, you know, then it would probably be easier.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing. Let's see. It's gonna try to build this now. Crazy. Build passes. System, remove ECS, added entity with flags, pack structure, and fields ID. Always present. New world uses auto array hash map unmanaged with spawn get this spawn next ID. Planet spawn rewrite to direct field access. Spawner Zig, spawn connect player, spawn enemy, set field, set flags directly. Despawn uses world despawn ID. Also fixed the init. It was calling this spawn queue that didn't exist. That's interesting. Network manager dropped component alias. Thank you. Queries replaced with 4 flags check entity from ID world get ID. Yeah. Physics.sig all 4 queries entity from ID sites converted for values loop with flag. Still to do per you're asked to do the first physics body cleanup on despawn. Let me know when you want to tackle it. Yes, that's. I haven't really had a problem with that because I haven't gotten that far to have a problem with it yet. Let's see, it runs the server, great. It did spawn off the things. Let's see if I actually connect now a client, what happens. I don't think I received... Oh wait, there. Oh, yeah. Everything works. There are all of the supposed enemies. Oh, that's hilarious. Look at that. Why did it work better though? I don't know. Okay, but now what I would like to try, we still need to fix the client to also use the... Not to use an ECS, but... Bless you, thank you. I do not think to get into Vulkan before solidifying my C++ knowledge.
Don't use Vulkan, use WebDP.
Well, that's a choice
It's
to
true.
make. That's...
No, he's not.
Let's see if I connect another client. Let's see what happens. There we are, okay. So if I move, let's say I move over to here, where I want to see, okay. So if I walk here and now I disconnect, what happens? Oh, it actually removed the client. Okay, that's way better. That's fantastic. I'm gonna see how well does it work with hot reloading. Well, it actually can. So request exit. Let's enable that. Let's see what it should actually. Yes, memory leaks. Perfect. Okay, so it does, but it does exit though. That's perfect. I'm fine with the leaks. I just didn't want to see any crashes on exit. It's fine. So that means that this new approach actually works. Let's see, what did it do? It did add the padding. And there's the flags. It has transform, collider, input, camera, planet. A lot of these things are quite yeah. Well, I don't really need... The planet is a bit weird though, that I actually keep it inside of here, but I kind of need it for the sending of the... I could actually just store it kind of like data, for generic data, but we could still have an init and dinit on the entity to actually free all of the fields here when it gets destroyed, and then we wouldn't have to worry about any of those things. I think that could work. Could we, for the entity, I don't know, init, do we even need an init? I don't think we need an init. Init, okay, I cannot even explain why I would want a init that would take care of freeing all of the data fields. I think that would be a good way to handle it. This is also like these three fields are actually very specific cases. I don't really like So a dinit for the collider's shape. If it's a mesh, call dinit on that. And then when we deinitialize systems, we will go through that. And there's also one more thing I think that should be done here, but it's not. No, this wheel doesn't touch the Cephisi body, that is the PSU park. When you're ready, the same dinit is the natural place to call body and remove this. Destroy the body ID needs access to the physics system, so dinit would take physics. I think it could be better to maybe pass a request to take care of that. But let's see, I'm gonna first run it and see. I think we should get at least a few leaks less with this. Probably. Yeah. Where's the update there? Yeah. So I still have a few leaks, which I can't explain why. Wait, dinit. Oh. Try self dot. Try self dot spawner d. Expected. Is it just like that? Okay, no, try for that one. Still, it has leaks. 4 leaks somewhere. Ah, physics. No, I do. Wait. No, I do physics. Deinitialize. The game. I do also the spawner, the network manager. All of them do get a deinitialize. It's okay. There's still a way better way of handling it. And I think also if we connect, start the thing. But without zipping. We'll start a client here. Like so, and then we'll start another client there. And yeah, this one is on top of it. So if I go here and I disconnect this client, and then I connect it back in, I should be fine. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. Good. Just a few leaks somewhere, I don't know why. But yeah. Okay, I think this will be better. I'm slightly confident about it. I still think that I should do a little bit of a spawn entity kind of command, which will make it a lot better in all of the cases. So in the spawner, sorry, the mouse is weird. So we have the network here, which is just, it depends every time it spawns something, it will append it so that the network can take it from here. But here we have spawn, connect, player and whatnot. It's pretty cool, I guess. But I think we can just do spawner dot spawn, spawner. Yeah, spawner dot spawn, and then you would provide all of this in Because the I don't know. Spawn connect player, I feel like it's such a weird. Instead you could just provide I guess it's fine. It's not too crazy. And then we can change it to spawn planet as well. Spawn and a spawn. And then I will do a spawn planet. Still very primitive game in that sense, so I guess it's fine. We will change it if it doesn't work out. Planet. And then what we can do is we can go here to the system. And here we do the planet. So we still have to generate this whole... This is what I would like to take away. Actually, I can take this whole thing. I think I can do that. Let's see how that I take actually the whole thing. Like so. And we go spawner. Self spawner spawn planet. And then in here we'll just paste that there. And then this will be self.world spawn. We'll get the planet entity, the size, and then we'll have self yay, and that will pretty much be it. I think that's all pretty valid. Yeah, that should still do the same thing, and it's just way cleaner to have it like this. So you initialize the whole system and then you spawn the planet. This is a thing that will be moved to another place, but at least it's adjustable right now. And it's only supposed to be one planet for the moment. Maybe later on we'll have multiple planets, but that's not a concern at the moment. Let's see, did not work great. What did I do wrong? U32, right. So I still need to return the ID of the planet. I don't know, do I need to store it anywhere? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna be nice and return the ID. Planet entity dot ID, like so. And then we also need to do something with it when we receive it. You can ignore it. That's what we're gonna do. No, this like that. All right. Let's see. Connect with the client. And there is the planet. Voila. That should... okay, I don't know. Woo! Okay, crazy. So... then that's way cleaner. And... here's the world, let's see. Did we do a world in it? And then a deinitialize, it goes through each and every one of these, calls deinit on it, and then deinit the thing itself, spawn. Yes. And then get, yes. And then despawn, swap, remove with the ID, perfect. Swap, remove. Oh, it's okay, yeah, sure. Doesn't really matter because it's still the same. That's fine. And you should be able to now, with this, first of all, what we can do is that we can go to the sun and we can remove, it actually removed it for me. That's pretty good. Okay. Now I'm actually a little bit, it's still a bit unsure about this, or at least these 3 ones. This makes sense. But this is a bit confusion. A new line there. It's okay. Now we can go and check out the network manager actually real quick here. Because I think this one will be a lot nicer to read right now, because we go in here. We go here, and then if it's connect, then we just spawn this thing, we return the thing, and then these spawn. And that's just where we'll get this entity, and then it's so clean, it's so good. Well, I guess, well, yeah, we don't even check here if it has the component, but it should always have it. Then here, update, player input, camera. Yeah, it just gets that, so it's okay. Is it though? Spawn. If it doesn't have a transform, I don't care about. It's so cool. Holy shit. And then else, this is the thing that's a bit weird that I do, but I guess it's fine. Send the command, and then despawn, and then update the transform. If they don't have the transform, don't do anything. This is what I'm thinking could probably change to be actual. Maybe not. Anyways, we can go in here now, and then we can actually, could you apply the same changes to the client, aka ... slash. This is also a little bit dumb approach, maybe. I think it is. What is this? Client remove, that can go away. Actually, I prefer to do that. And then you keep that, but yeah, here update state through. This is actually has been changed, and this is also fixed. We don't even need that anymore. And then we unlock the mutex. Yeah. Let's see. So in here, does the same thing, and we only need transform, camera, and mesh. It could almost store the same. No, it cannot, because the camera is different information. They could store the same information, but why not? Yeah, yes. Oh wow, that's a big change. Make the total. Yes. New player. Changing it. New player. Wait. Next world. Next ID. Oh my god. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I guess. No, that's wrong. I cannot do it like that. Hello, all creeper 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna say new player and I'm gonna new player ID. Then we're just gonna go with the. So now it should have changed it to use the same that we do on the server. Let's see, I'm not gonna tell it this because that's wrong. And then player disconnects. No point in doing that either. I guess we can say disconnect. Just to keep it simple still to understand what the fuck. We don't need a player disconnect. And then we can remove that. And then that's just input handling. We'll keep that still there. Okay. So if I run the client, oops. Like so. And then we'll start the client. New player ID 22, I mean. My ID is 22, so ID is 21. Anyways, seems to be fine. Yeah. Smash the like button to get this hidden gem developer gets known everywhere. Sure. Yeah, maybe. Okay, we're gonna change a few things though. We can see here that the cube are having bigger. I think we're not changing the we're not changing how Jolt works. I think Jolt that has 1-to-1 dimension is fine, but we will change this thing in here to be 1 by 1 by 1. So what we're gonna do is this, and I think I can I just actually I think there's a better way. Can I not just do it like this and then do like that, and then we'll change it to a 1. So I think that should have changed only that, right? Yes. And now if I go here, they all should get, well, that I don't know. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they all got bigger. Good. So now they all have the same now they have the actual collision detection that they are on the physics system as well. Yeah. Very fire.
Why did bro say an African name right there?
Brother, how dare you? But yeah, you can still see that they do not orientate according to the planet orientation, but the players does. That's to do with the movement, so we still have to fix that. No. Pretty fire. Alright, well, now we have gotten rid of the ECS and we use just a normal array. Okay.
You mean hash thing? No, just an array. What?
No, we use the array, but it's an array hash map. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And we don't need this thing anymore, I think. get rid of that. And it actually remove it from here as well. I feel like it didn't, but yeah, now it's. I don't think it's removed from the build. I think if I try to build it, won't do it now. It will say that the build. No, okay, it actually does. Actually good. Oh yeah, boom, everything is still here. Pretty good. It's just fun to move cubes around. There's literally like, it's so dumb, it's so fun. Yes, so we'll have to change these cubes to now actually be oriented. Or actually trying to find the player also, but oriented with the planet. No. Pretty fire. Pretty damn fire. Holy shit. So, now that we got that, first of all, I think we should definitely do a git commit. Status git dot git commit -m, remove ECS from client. Yeah, we don't have to push it. Alright. I'm thinking I could probably make a generic spawn that you could just provide all of this information as a...
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
My window library, yeah. Funny you mention it. I think.
Oh my god, how dare you. But I think that's maybe for a later case. Right now, I don't really care about that. I care about what do I care about? Nothing really. I would like to figure out why I have leaks though. That's it's a very funny. I have 4 leaks.
You're
Yeah,
just bad.
a bit more actually now, and I don't know where they come from. It's something that I allocate somewhere, which I don't know why. Wow.
What? A memory leak comes from something you allocated?
Yeah, that's so crazy.
What? That's crazy.
I don't know what I'm smoking, but I think I'm spitting facts, bro.
For real?
I think it happens more with the reload. So is it something I forget to free on the reload that I just initialize more of? Not really.
Bro, this is incredible. I built like my app, right? And in debug release it was like 0.19 gigabytes, right? In release fast it's 19 megabytes.
What, say again?
Yeah, like I built an app, right, in debug, and it was like 0.19 gigabytes,
What the fuck?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I built it in like release fast, and then now it's 19 megabytes.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
Yes, I know.
I think you're smoking something there.
I think so too.
Damn, bro. Okay, now here. This is where we would like to work right now.
Lucas, we should play some Risk of Rain right now on stream.
No, we should not. We should not.
We should though.
We shouldn't. We shouldn't. We shouldn't.
I think we should.
I don't think we should. Let's see. If it has collider in the transform, then we perform these tasks. We check the shape, type, and all of this. If it's a special shape, we do have access to all of that, so you can reinitialize it. This I think we could actually do on reload instead of doing it in the update, and it should work. And then we wouldn't have to do it every loop. I think I will take it away from here and do it actually there. So, because we do have the reload here. So, pre-reload and then the post-reload here when the... Yes! Look at that! World entities Well, here I put them all back to null. But we don't really have to do it. We don't even have to do this then. We can just immediately put it in here. Yeah. And then that's basically what we will do now. Is that we'll go for every single one of these. We'll get the body interface, we'll move this one because we need both the transform and the collider. Now I'm wondering if this is actually... we'll see if it breaks later on. We'll get rid of that, and we'll have to get rid of one of these as well. And let's see what else. Post, reload, debug. Why is this being problematic? Expected void found. Oh. Yeah, I don't have an error here, but now I'm gonna have to do an error. Like so, and then this should reinitialize all of them at once, and then we don't need to do it in this update every time. I think that's pretty darn good. And I think that should work. We do have to though change this one to do a try now. And I think that should still work the same way now. Yeah. We just have the same leaks, but don't worry about it. And let's see. No, it doesn't work. Because now when we create, we need to call to the... It's true. That's why it was so convenient before, because I just let the update of physics check every time does this collider that I just created, does it have actual physics attributes in the physics in the Jolt system. But now I removed that because I thought that was dumb. We don't do it, and now they don't get when they spawn in, but they do get on hot reload. So if I do this, I start it. You can see here nothing happened, but if how I know nothing happened is because in here we do say xddd when a component gets registered in the physics system for collision. And now if I do like this, there it happened. Now everything inside of the system does have it. So I think we could actually, let's just close it and let's run it again. So now if I connect the client, we should not be able to collide with the enemies, but we should still see them. Or the enemies, the boxes. I cannot, yeah, okay, no, I cannot move at all. Everything is right now crammed up together in the same spot. Fuck. But if I do a hot reload on the server, then it should apply it, and now we should all pop in here with physics. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but you guys kind of saw it. I hope you saw it. I don't know. Probably everything just got yeeted like crazy. Fuck. Yeah, okay, but I think it's fine. Because now, because we do have the spawner, and everything that gets spawned should go through the spawner anyways. And the spawner could, because it is the spawner, should be able also to talk with the physics system that, hey, let's spawn in a physics also working with this thing, because this one uses a collider. Because then it could also make sense when we destroy the thing, that it also makes sure to actually destroy the thing. My words are making sense. And then it can keep a reference to the actual physics system and tell the physics system that, hey, this entity now got destroyed, you can also remove it. Does it make sense to do it immediately? Well, it's single-threaded. Well, the physics system is not, or Jolt is not, but my application is... Okay, well, we have multiple... I think it's still fine. I think it's fine. So what we'll do is that we would like to store... Actually, I think... Let's still check what this thing thought about, because it's talking about the same problem, but I'm thinking of solving it in a different kind of way, so let's see if it can argue for something else. I'm gonna ask it that, what if, listen, what if we store the physics system inside the spawner system? It kind of makes sense. So it can call to create a physics or jolt physics, what should I call body, and call to destroy it on the in general, don't like it. I don't like to store systems inside of each other. I think you should always pass it also. But in this case, maybe it would be fine. Yeah, it makes sense. Spawner all recuse. The network speed spawns for a lifetime has the same paired with spawn, despawn shape. It's just a variant where spawner takes physics, moves the lazy creation from physics update into a physics create body entity called eagerly in spawn connect player spawn and spawn planet, and adds physics destroy body called in despawn before world. Yes, trade-off spawner becomes less minimal, 2 instead of 1, and it slightly blurs the physics. The alternative is to keep spawner pure and have context despawn orchestrate both. That keeps the layer cleaner but adds an indirection you'd route everything through. I lean towards your proposal because despawn already lives in spawner. Splitting it would be worse. One thing to check first, if mesh shape likely copies the vertex indices buffer you pass in. Reference entity init freeing those arrays before the body is destroyed will crash. Order matters, destroyed body first, then free the mesh data. I think they use separate copies already, like I just have them stored for my own purpose. What is it it had 3 suggestions right now, but I think my approach was the one that we should go with. Let's take a quick look. When I call this thing, it's called from here. I think it's fine. Yes, my approach. Do that. It's a bit weird maybe to store the physics inside of the spawner. Oh wait, but now it will actually create a function to, like, well, it's not bad. But this I don't. Storing the actual, well, I do have the world, but the world is something I agree with having there, but storing the actual physics system, it's kind of weird. I prefer passing it, because then it's kind of clear, like, this system is now using this other system. But I guess if the only way you can use spawner is if you pass spawner, and spawner can then store the physics system, so it's kind of clear that if you use the spawner you will also have the physics system, so I guess it's fine. It's fine. It's not too big of a deal in the end. It's still just learning, and if I do completely wrong, I will learn that this is fucked up as hell, and I will adjust. But right now it's just more important, can I move forward? Refactor now, order, extract, physics, create body, destroy body, and physics. Yes, that's perfect. And then we will just call those things. I would still like to abstract this to just a spawner.entity or something like that. And then you would provide in here a kind of like a entity, well, an entity structure, right? And you could provide in there that what do you want with this thing. Let's see. So they're suggesting to remove this, then just doing a entity I know self create body entity. Self create body entity. So for each entity that we capture here, right? You pass it in. And then here you take in self, and then you get the system entity. And then the collide. This is fine. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Transform. And then it just takes this information here. It removes my lol xd. Okay, why not? And then destroy body is just doing that. Yes. It's fine. That's okay. And then collider body ID will be that. And then we'll take in physics. We will store a physics reference in the init. We'll assign that, and we'll have access to the physics system. Now it's gonna add it to the spawn of the spawn enemy, spawn connect player, and spawn planet. Yes. Do it. Oh well, I think that's a problem for later though. That's a problem for later. And then in here, in the spawners, despawn, world get, entity if. Yes, perfect. Now reorder context init and system error, uh-oh. And then when we reload, let's see. What did it do? It changed it to this. Okay, it changed the order. And then when we reload, it's the physics system that takes care that every physics thing has actually a physics component. And I think that makes more sense than the spawner doing that. The spawner shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, okay. Let's try again. Let's run. So, well, we didn't get the XDs, but I think if you start now, we should see everything having physics applied to it at least. Let's see. Yes, so we can do that. That's why is that? So I guess there's one that doesn't have physics. Okay, I don't know how that works there. Sent ID. Why am I getting sent ID? Oh, no. But yeah. And then we can go in here. And that's the other player right there. Boom. And then if I disconnect, actually let's reconnect. Alright, so we'll go down here. And I'm gonna place myself right in front of this thing over here, right? So if I now push, this thing is gonna push that, right? And if I disconnect, now I shouldn't collide with anything. Yeah. So it did remove the physics from there. Great. And a hot reload should trigger. And everything should still have physics enabled. So we can go into... where should we go? We can do here. And do my DD log debug dib. Will it trigger the... Let's... What? Wait, what the fuck happened? Okay, save that. So, it hot reloaded every single one of them. Let's see if I now... Yeah, all of them still have collision enabled. Perfect. That's fantastic. Good. So, with that, I'm gonna get rid of that again. So now we should have create body and destroy body. We have the update. I think I would prefer to have the update above and this at the bottom. What? And now with this, there's another thing I would like to change. You can see here we have the update. We don't need this anymore. I'll go through each and every one of these. You get Sphere is valid, body pointer. We do this, can get rid of that, get rid of this. And let's see, up, and then add the force. This is just basically pulling the thing down or into the planet. Force into planet. Then we update the physics. New background unlocked. Yes. We go through each body here. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. And then here we just basically take the physics thing and apply it into our own ECS. And I unlock body transform to planet. Then reset camera to match 4 entities that has camera. But this is where we kind of would like to... It's kind of... I think this is more or less just the player input anyway. Why not just take this to that thing? So we do it anyways in here. And at the end, once we're done, because we already query for well, we query for all of the things, but the only thing that has this really is our interests. So we're just gonna do this. Oops, one too many. And then we don't... The transform used to be entity transform. What is the transform right now? It is the entity transform anyways, so it's fine. Camera is probably the camera as well. And that should still do the same thing. Now we should just have it in the... Because this is like player input still. This is what I want for everything to have. So let's see. I think it's a bit more wobbly. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Look at they're going crazy now. Okay, maybe not that. Let's see, what do we do? We do this, but I think it should be fine. I wouldn't understand why it would have to be.
Good fucking day, evening.
Good fucking day, evening.
Nice.
Yes. How are you?
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's a flickering cube.
Yeah.
Okay, now my eyes are bleeding. Okay.
Yes. I'm not on the LSDs anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Hamiltonian. Okay.
Yeah. We don't talk about the Hamiltonian though.
It's a derivative.
Oh, stop that! Stop that.
Okay.
Now it's not shaking anymore, but it's still a bit weird. I don't understand though why that would be the case, but that's how it's done now. It has to be done like this. It has to apply this before. What if I do swap it around? What if I do? If I do this. Well, isn't that just the same as doing it
You know, what would be really skibbity is to have like Zig bindings for a scene system that uses SDFs. I wonder how performant that would be.
More performant than what I'm looking at.
What are you looking at?
Your stream.
What the
Because
fuck?
instead of having n amount of triangles in your scene, you have infinite resolution. Well, you have as much resolution
That's
to resolve every
pixels.
pixel because yeah, it's just a function. Your scene, what your scene looks like, it's just a function of which pixel is being rendered, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
have a bunch of yeah, because you're just sampling this distance. Your scene is the distance function.
Yeah.
It's just so cool. The SDFs are so cool, bro. I'm actually mind rotted by
Mind
Spanish
rotted,
people
sure.
making SDF functions.
No, it's really set the camera to match. I mean, this. Wait, I think I have a plan. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
Lucas,
and
Lucas.
wait. Let me try something. Let me try me something.
Okay.
We're gonna take this here, and then I'm gonna do a if. I think this you guys ready to witness greatness?
I already saw it before
Damn
on
it.
my own screen.
Make it stop.
Damn, bunch of cubes on each other.
Yes.
Oh, really impressive.
You should make
No.
a dev.
Alright,
Look, you guys see the
checkerboard.
cube? It's not aligned with the planet.
No,
Right.
I don't see it.
I see
But
it.
now, when I save this, it will be. I think, maybe. Boom! Oh, hallelujah.
Nice.
So when do we
Yes.
ship it?
Tomorrow. $20.
By the way,
Right.
the mesh you've generated for the planet, that's just a visual mesh, right?
The what?
So you have it looks like you have a marching cube like planet kind
Yeah,
of, right?
it's a marching cube planet, yeah.
But the collision isn't handled by the mesh, right, that you've generated.
It is.
What?
They use the same algorithm.
Why? Why not just use radius from the center because it's a sphere?
No, because it will have caves and cliffs.
Oh.
The Minecraft update? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the Minecraft
The
update
Minecraft
coming
update.
soon.
Bro said the name of the
You
update.
can
Caves and
make,
cliffs.
make your geometry more like to orient yourself in the world instead of just having black. You could have a checkerboard shader that's like 3
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah, it's
Believe it,
just
yes.
I don't. I
Lucas
don't
doesn't want to improve it though. He doesn't want to improve
no,
it.
we need the enemies first. But I
Total.
don't generate the mesh with the UVs. I just generate it with vertices as of now.
You don't need no. You don't need UVs. You only need to pass in a position in world space
Ah.
for your checker shader. Yes. You have to get used to the notion of that you can have like shaders allow you to make visuals based on arbitrary information, right? Position on screen,
Yeah.
position in the world, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they all still use the same vertex shader. I haven't done any separate shaders yet.
Mm.
But yeah, I could do that as well. But it's still, I'm gonna focus more on the getting the enemies.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's so fire. Holy shit.
Yes.
Now I just need a way to... Yeah, okay. So what we can do now inside of game, because we do have access to all of this, so on update, we can do 4. We do have... What do we access in here? We do not have access to the world. Well, great. We will have to change that. I don't know if this is possible though. I can change it if I take it as a function parameter. I actually need to do a reset. Or can I do this? The game. Wait, how is the game stored? It's stored inside of system, right? And because it's stored inside of yeah, the context, yeah, I have to do a restart because this is one of the... This is a thing, if something changes here, it needs to reset. It cannot be hot reloaded. Because of the layout. Things inside of these things can change the layout and whatnot, but This won't work, so I have to close this.
You feel like Zig is lending itself to the game you're making?
What?
You feel like this is easier to do in Zig than it would be in C or something?
Easier than C. Yeah, I do.
Huh.
Or it feels like I have better. I don't know. Maybe. I think that Sig just offers so much more control.
Mm.
So I like it. It's gonna be a pointer. So then in here in self dot world be equal to the world pointer.
So what?
I was thinking of doing in C first, but then I got just
Writing in
introduced-
C.
Writing in C. But then I just got introduced to Sig and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And then I just... Yeah, you know. Entity. I do want to modify it, I think. Oh, entries.value, I forgot that.
I wonder whenever you run a game and no, it has to when it says loading Vulkan shaders, and you start up a game, it takes a lot of loading time, but that's spur 5 being translated to your GPU's code or whatever, right?
Your file, sorry, what?
Saying you can't I don't know, it'd be hard to optimize having something even lower than spur 5.
Yeah,
There's like
yeah.
every Vulkan driver is going to support spur 5, so you can't. Yeah.
5 minutes and a half. Shit. Time goes too fast in this world, I'm telling you. Well, now I'm starting to mix a little bit here. Because now I'm writing like game logic. But then again, I'm also doing that kind of like inside of physics. So now I don't really have a clear picture on where should I do what, to be honest. That's a bit bad.
You
This
need
is
to write your spec.
What?
The specification of your game, like what your game. It's like a design document, right? I'm sure you have one of those, something like that.
I have done those, but I haven't. Well, I have just the big Miro plan basically, which is pretty much that.
I think any endeavor of like any engineering is like you have your specification or some kind of plan, even if it's a real shitty or ill plan, you still update it, even if you've done work and then you update the spec. Kind of.
Yeah, I do. Well, I don't have it on this one. I have removed it. Right now I'm just like going quite on like specific things that I'm trying to do, I plan.
Yeah.
But I do have the old one, but it loads so long, so I don't want to go in there and try to.
No.
It's so annoying.
But making like personal wiki or some shit like that for yourself.
Yeah. But we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna store one player. So I should probably make a find player or something like that. Actually, what I'm gonna do is try to find. Let's see. We're gonna do this. If entity dot type is equal to dot player. So we're gonna store a var player, and this probably would have to be an optional player.
What does this underscore top of the function mean?
It means just to ignore the field. So because Sig won't compile if I don't do that. Because then I'm just having a parameter that I'm not using and I should not do that. That's why I'm doing it.
Oh. Okay. But do you know what I said that earlier?
What you said earlier? What did you say earlier?
You can write and your language is a tool that helps you achieve a goal, but it doesn't do it for you. No tool does. Right.
Yeah.
If you write, I guess this is like one of those things.
I mean, I agree with that, but also C is the best,
Huh?
and nothing
Yeah.
else is good.
At everything, you could have the best guest, you know, programming language ever invented, Zig, right? But it's you can still write shitty code.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
of
always.
course.
I find it I find it harder though to
There's,
write in
Exactly.
Zig shitty code.
Exactly.
Like
That's the point, I think. Yeah.
yeah, like it kind of forces you. Well, still like I have a lot of places where I write shitty, but it's still like it's way better than if, especially if I did C++. It's like
Yeah.
will
I've
be-
seen your C code. I've seen your C code. This is 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really deny that. To be honest. I can't. That's true. Okay.
Yeah, not gonna lie, you don't even seem to know C like at all
I-
from experience. I feel like I've known more C,
No.
and I have written C for like a month, bro.
Nah.
This server is inspiring me like so much. I've never gotten this much motivation from somewhere online before, but like just the urge to learn C has become so intense since joining the server, you know.
C?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, you're banned.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's a pretty freaking banger.
Really?
Lubas, what is this init here?
In it?
What am I looking at?
Don't worry, that's it's a force of habit, okay? When I did the
What is force of habit, bro? It's completely garbage. There's nothing
Okay.
good here.
That's one I agree with.
Why are you even taking in self in the first place?
Because it needs it's already initialized from
Why do you
here.
even use
Or it has-
function
it has-
composition? When copy paste is the thing, why don't you just copy paste the same code block over and over when you use it over and over? Why do people even write functions?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Why even use functions?
But why I do this is because I already the context I already got created outside, so it's so that I just reinitialize it.
Bro, just do self.game equals try.init.
No, I cannot do it.
Based.
Really?
Yeah, because I need
I don't believe you. I really don't believe you.
Or it's I guess with game I could do it, but with these ones I cannot.
Yeah, but with game you can, because game has no
But
like
it's-
information that is.
It still just looks cleaner when these are things that have in it, so I just do undefined on them.
What
over
is
here.
this? See?
Oh, the fact that you have a built-in like modular allocator, that's kind of fire. You know?
Yes,
Oh.
I know that it's fair. But Lubas, why? Bro, you just make it return self, and then you don't even have to put it to be
No, no.
undefined in the initialization.
No.
bro.
It just looks cleaner when it's a system to keep them like that.
Mm.
Because then every system has the
Since
same.
when
Like,
did bro care about cleanliness?
I know it's pretty weird. I agree.
Yeah, and not gonna lie, you know, there is something I've learned is that clean code really does not exist, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of just have to write the most functional code that doesn't look awful, and this looks awful, and it's bad. So
How about
know.
you shut the fuck up for a moment?
But
no, that is not an alternative, bro. I'm just training you for when you will have you know, a waifu.
A wife?
what the fuck? Oh hell no! You did not.
No, you know, okay, it's out of context. Out of context. No, you don't get it. I mean, hear me out. You know, when I be talking, so, you know, I'm just training, bro, right?
Yeah.
So you won't
You're-
get too rage with it.
It's right now.
Yeah, Lubos, that's gonna go out of scope after like 2 seconds.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I want.
Okay. Let's go. Well, too bad. What is bro even programming at this point?
I was thinking of doing it to an optional, but I was thinking I could just use the same thing and then once
Also, what is this naming, bro? Entity.entity type? What is this?
because I don't want to call it type. Because type is our reserved keyword.
Do kind.
Oh my god, that's so much better.
Yeah. I also like having type, you know, just having
Is
kind.
there in Claude Claude Neovim, LazyVim a
in the
rename
clanker.
in the is there
Clanker.
is there in the clanker a wait, let me see.
Imagine if you use AI to rename shit and not just being able to press F2.
Bro, in LazyVim is
How?
there
No, you start with clanker.
is there a
Clanker
way
fix this.
to rename all instances of a field? I use Zig just to maybe, I don't know. It shouldn't really matter, but so it understands I'm talking about.
Neovim is very different in Zig and C.
No, I meant that. So I just. What am I? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Basic rename command letter CR default key binding CR leader CR. Let's try that. So CR, and then I'm just gonna say kind. Like that kind.
Kind, yes.
That's pretty kind.
And I renamed the type as well. And what did we say about putting, you know, entity type into, you know, the entity, you know, so you do like entity dot, you know.
What are we talking about?
You could instead do like entity dot kind instead of doing entity kind, you know. You can put structures inside of structures, you know. It's kind of an amazing feature.
What?
Yeah, you know the shared entity type.
Yeah.
The type, yes. First of all, go to that. Yes. Now, where the hell is the entity?
The entity is inside of the systems.
Okay, never mind. Just rename it to entity kind. I don't know what the hell you're doing at this point.
No, this is because this is shared between both client and server.
Yeah, but rename it to entity kind, bro. It's a kind.
Ah, entity kind. Yeah, okay.
Yes. It's like, what kind are you? And then I'm like, black.
They did not update in this thing. No.
Too bad. Oh
Leaders.
no, Luba's gonna have to do manual work for 2 seconds. Oh no.
All files.
What is this? How could this happen?
Yeah,
That Lubas has to write some boilerplate or fix
Yeah.
something.
Check is actually
No.
running LSP info.
How could this happen?
That
How
is.
could we let this happen?
I'm gonna go kill myself if you don't stop yapping.
How could we fix this? I wonder how we could fix this. Nah, bro, as I said, I'm just training you, bro. It's like train your dragon, right? It's like train your Lubas.
You know, I'm training my dragon every night.
Hold on. Clip that, bro. Clip it.
Okay, so we have the kind. And then... Kyle just went lol. Okay, what I'm gonna do is... What is this? Zig will pointless discard a function. Pointless discard? I'm not even using that.
You're a pointless discard.
Yeah, for real. Bro, what is
Yeah.
the... Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's see if we can run it. I'm just gonna... What do we do here? Spawner. Let's see.
Rename the goddamn field.
I'm on it.
Kind, bro. Kind. Oh, why do you have a spawn? Okay, I don't even want to know anymore. This is just chaos.
This is for...
Chaos.
Spawn entity kind. It's for the... It's for this to control with the networking, so the network can actually get this right.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure.
Good. So you do agree?
I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember asking.
Ah, my bad.
Nah, you're excused.
Yes, I am execution. Let's see. It's in what the fuck? Entity type in shared net. Oh, it's called
Type
entity.
sheet.
Type shit. And
Entity type sheet.
Yeah, game.
I like the kind unknown. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a pretty rough one.
I was gonna be
Missing
initializing it as
structure.
just unknown.
Oh, can I not do this? Do I actually
Put
have
a
to make...
default, bro.
I don't know if I want to do a default.
You're not using defaults enough, bro.
I really hate defaults, to be honest.
Defaults are so great.
No,
I love
because
defaults.
you know, there's so many times where I have done default and then the thing breaks because I had a default.
Yeah, well, you're just doing bad defaults.
That makes sense.
Really, it's like this with you know, allocations and defaults and functions and naming, really. You know, all those styling things. You know, it's kind of like, you know, you're kind of doing a bit wrong in my mind, but I mean, you can be suffering in your pain while I
Found
yap in your ear for like 5 hours straight while you try to figure out very complicated stuff that no
Damn.
one actually is
Maybe it
watching.
needs to be a optional because now it's a constant. I don't.
Just undefined, bro.
No, because I need it to be unknown so I can use it in the end over here.
I mean, oh yeah. Why are you not using an optional? Bro, this is exactly where you would use an optional.
I actually have a better idea. Let it be an undefined, and
I
then
shouldn't have said anything.
and then if you reach, well, I mean, why am I even doing this to begin with? If I reach the end, then I know that it's. What is it? Isn't there an else?
Else.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't have to do curly braces.
No, I realized.
Yeah, you know, I'm not really reading your code here, like at all, you know, so
That's fine.
I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know what the hell this code is, bro.
No, don't worry
God
about
damn.
it. Don't worry about it.
God
Boom,
damn.
now it runs. And let's see now, because the client also used the same shared thing, it needs to have the. I'm gonna go to bed real soon. Just gonna fix these last things. Let's see. Oh wait, it's actually. Let's rename this to kind. Net, damn it. Kind. Switch must handle all possibilities and unknown std log. Actually, let's do a panic. Unknown type. What the fuck? All right. Boom. All right. Now what we can do is that I actually wanted to go to sleep, but I'm not going to sleep. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna, now that we got this, we got a player, if it reaches this. Now what we can do here, now I need access to the physics system, but what we will do instead is that if entity dot reject the flag first, flags for the ID, entity ID is not equal, or if it is equal to player ID, continue. Yeah, we'll do two separate ifs for this, just to make it clear. We're not gonna keep it though, but flags dot if it has or does not. Yeah, if it does not have the transform, then we also continue. But if it does have the transform, what we'll do is we cannot do it like this. We have to do it through the physics system. But we can still make it fun, I think. We can do entity transform but position is equal to. This will just look weird, but I think it will be funny. I don't think it's fast enough to make the thing. Damn it. But something that we can do probably to the thing. Yeah, it's probably happening so fast you can't really see it take effect. Because it's the physics system automatically then. Are they actually not... They're slightly larger than the actual physics. And I don't know why this is still happening. Okay, I don't know, it fell. Whatever. Crazy. Anyways, this is what we're gonna be working on. This is gonna be the AI behavior. But we need to use the physics system. We cannot use this raw ECS because they're separate. I don't know if this is... But one thing we could do, because... Okay, this we could do. Look at this. Now that we're in here, what we actually could do is... Okay, this is so dumb. But if it is the player, then what you could do, if player dot they do have the input, and then we can take, for example, what do we have? We have the left. If the left button is pressed, we do have access to the spawner dot spawn enemy. I cannot tell it where to spawn it, but that's okay. What are you building? I'm building a Risk of Rain game, basically. Okay, so now this, I think, like so. So now if I go in here and we press left mouse, no? It should be able to register that, unless if my Zig build, if I have a typo somewhere. Okay, I have a typo. Field name, entity type, and structure. This is in network manager 159. How did it even start to begin with? 159 here. Fine, right, I changed that after I started. Oh no. And same for this thing. Fine. Okay. Let's see, field, and let's see, incompatible mouse function, incompatible type info spawn enemy return error. Right, because it's actually doing the game, but it does have a, so I should be able to do a, let's do this, right, and is it, yes, and then we need to also store that somewhere, so we're gonna do this, like so. Okay, good. Not that good. Where did I go? Oh, wait, so now it actually tells... Oh, shit. Okay, look, there. Okay, yeah. This is the center of the planet. That's fantastic. They are all outside of the planet now because of the little hiccup that I did. Oh, wait. No, wait, they're not. No, wait, the planet is not in the center. What the fuck is the planet doing over there? How the fuck did it get over there? But yeah, now if I press left click, we should spawn in more. Look at that. Oh, this is so weird. Now I would like to have the what's it called? We can do the... Man, I should have been going to the bed for like 20 minutes ago. We can go to the dot. We can do a new one from here actually. And if you go here to the assets, the shaders, and then we'll take the vertex, not the spear V, and comment this out, and we will hot reload. Now we'll get funky. That's so weird. And then we can connect another client. Look, we're two clients here messing around. I don't know how, I'm still not really sure how the planet... Right, because the planet is in the side of the system. So when I told to move everything that has a transform to the player, it also moved the planet. Ah, we can do that again. So we can go in here. And we can do it again, so it will move again the planet once more to the player. Look at that. And now if you comment it out, so now everything will be allowed to move freely. Oh shit, I actually crashed the server. That's fine. That's fine. Anyways, I think we'll call it there. That was fantastic, holy shit. Oh my god, that's great. That's so fucking awesome. Holy shit. Okay, that makes sense. That's so cool. That's so... Okay, wait. No, I cannot go to bed. We're cooking now, okay? We're cooking. We're gonna spawn 20 of those enemies, quote unquote. And there they are. And the planet is going crazy. Massive dildo also at the same time. Okay. And now... Look, I'm gonna press middle mouse, and it's gonna spawn in more. Ah, that's so cool. And it's a simple thing, but the fact that you don't have like an engine makes it so much more cooler. And what we can do, I don't know, it's so cool. It's so cool. So we can here apply, we can reverse the physics. So we'll go upwards now. Whee! Wait, where did the cubes go? Where did the cubes go? No! There they... Oh wait, they... Oh right, there they go. Bye. They go faster than the player for some reason. I don't know why, but they do.
Lower mass.
Yeah. Well, now I'm gonna take them back down. Whee. Soon it will rain cubes, am I right? Soon. Let's see, will we even notice the cubes, or will it just like fly straight through the planet? I spawned in a few more. Oh, they are all over here. I don't think those are my cubes. There they are! Could I apply a random direction? Maybe that could be funny. Can I? How could I get a random direction? I do have the...
STD math random.
Yeah, but I also have the time, so I wonder if I could apply that to a sin. You know what I'm saying? A sin.
That would be a sin though.
That would
Just
be...
use random.
We could do this. Const up. It's gonna be called up. And then set vec3 f32 is equal to, and then here at sin we'll just take info elapsed time cos. This is gonna be weird. Cosine info elapsed time, and then let's do tangent info elapsed time, and I think that should apply a random Right, now I don't use this. And that's kind of important. Okay, look at that. Where are they going? It's so weird because I'm also like getting affected by it. It's so powerful. Let's spawn in a few more. There's 70 cubes right now with me over here somewhere. I have no idea. Oh my days, this is crazy. There's one. Woo! I'm not even pressing anything, I'm just like flying around. Oh! Yeah, that's awesome. Let's take back. Whee! Exactly. Let's do. So now they all should be flying back to the center of the planet, I think. No? Yeah. Those are not the cubes, but they should start coming like from everywhere right now. 70 of them, somewhere they are. The problem is pretty far away, like I can't even see any of them. There's one. I don't know, are those a bit more? Where are the other cubes? I should probably print out all of their coordinates. Ah, there they are. They're coming. Ah, that's crazy. Okay, so now what we can do is take this thing back. Oops. No, fuck's sake. What am I doing? I'm going crazy. Oh, there's the rest of them. Look at that. There's the rest of the cubes. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna do this again, but we're gonna do a slightly less powerful force, right? And let's see. Now they start moving. Ah, where did that go? I don't think they're being. Whee! Nah, that's crazy. That's so weird. The force is like so subtle, right? I guess. Wait. I think I have a better plan. We could still also do a. This is gonna be so weird. No ID should have ID 0, so I think this is fine. They should slightly. Can I do that? Damn it. Could we perhaps. Well, if we do a multiplication instead. I think that's fine. No? Fuck. Incompatible types. F32, U32. Come on. Okay, we can change it. We can do a const value is equal to info elapsed time. I'm never going to sleep, bro. ID, right? And what we can do is that we can take all of this and call it value. Then we'll take. Where the fuck did I go? That. And then we'll take both of these. Like so. And then we'll put in here value. So. And then in here, because this is not okay. Incompatible types F32 and U32. We want to keep it as a F. Wait, what the fuck? We want to keep it as an F32. So that means this one has to be at as F32. Expected to be found. Ah, I'm done. Sorry, guys. Float from int. Okay. Okay, now. So now we should all start moving in independent directions. What lib are you using? I'm using Vulkan, yeah. If you're just... I'm using Jolt for physics. And then I'm using Harold's window library. And his math library. And what are... We are using a Vulkan memory allocator for, well, Vulkan memory allocations. And what else are we using?
I don't know.
I think that's pretty much it. Look, now they're going. Whoa. The ones with the higher ID are getting affected a little bit more aggressively. I don't know why me, the player, is getting affected so harshly as well. I think the... That's just weird. I think if I connect now with another player, this one is gonna have some crazy effect right now, because this one is gonna be like... No? Oh yeah, because it's a player, it has a smaller effect on the... My bad. But why... Oh! Yeah, I'm using also UDP, raw UDP, so... I don't really have a acknowledgement for everything. So we probably didn't get that everything was spawned. Oopsie daisy. It's okay. It's still super fun to mess around with. But okay, that was fun. That was super fun. Now that we have had our fun, let's put it back to normal. Whoa. There comes the rest of the cubes. Alright, now that will have to be it. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll try to make these enemies find these enemies. They're gonna become enemies. Find the players on the planet. I think I will have to do some kind of like 3-dimensional A-star or some grid field vector kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know yet. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
This piece of shit.